Mama, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a very big buzz. It's been very busy, throughout the morning. What is your sense that you're just getting from the times when you've had conversations and you've popped in and out of the various halls?
Tabiso, the excitement is totally palpable. I think what's exciting is that it's across the board. The South African business leadership that is here and business people, exhibitors are totally excited about the opportunity. The other countries as well, the BRICS partners are of course also exhibiting. A few exhibitors are here. Most exciting for me is the fact that this time around we also have businesses from other African countries that are exhibiting probably for the first time in partnership with their South African counterparts and enticing the BRIC nations to come and view them as people who can produce products that are worth distributing in the BRIC countries.
That's interesting that you highlight that in terms of the intra-Africa trade, because it's one of the conversations that we had earlier. And it's exciting to see that there is a move towards making sure that there is more interaction amongst the African countries, to also have South Africa as the catalyst that unifies our trade endeavors as part of BRICS. How do you just feel about knowing that this is the role that an event such as this is playing?
It's absolutely beautiful. It's an idea that is long overdue. The future generations depend on us to unlock this opportunity, Tabiso. We are the continent that by 2030 will probably have half of the world's youth in this continent. And for them to be led by us in saying, young African people, business leaders, entrepreneurs, please, here is an opportunity. And the best way for us to grab this opportunity is by holding hands as a continent, because that is what the Free Trade Area Agreement is about. It's about us finding those complementarities and ensuring that we can create economies of scale so that when we present to the 42% of the world population that constitutes the BRICS nations, we do so as a very powerful force. So I almost have goosebumps just sitting here at this moment and witnessing what is happening here.
How do we make sure, Mambusi, that all of these endeavors, the conversations that are happening at this level in Gallagher State, that is far removed from the people who might be in Winnie Mandela settlement, that is far removed from Rakhadi in Barberton, who has just started a bed and breakfast. How does all of this work that is being done filter down so that everybody gets a sense of how invested we need to be as a country, as part of the BRICS collective, and just as a continent?
So as a start, Tabiso, in the product hall which you will have walked through, the businesses, the business people that are exhibiting there are from all walks of life, from South African society. And I must actually applaud my colleagues at the Department of Trade, Industry and Competition for being able to bring such a mix of businesses, small and large, businesses that are across so many sectors with products that are very, very exciting for the country, for the continent, and of course for the rest of the world. Secondly, it is important that we have these conversations with people like yourself, because you have the reach to that we probably won't have in person. But thirdly, we have partnered, for example, with the Gauteng Growth and Development Agency. So insofar as Gauteng is concerned, we've agreed that on a quarterly basis, we will have outreach programs of sort so that we start touching people that are outside of the Gallagher estates or the, big Sentence and areas like that. I'm actually looking forward to, there's a young man who said he was going to work with us on an opportunity of drawing the BRICS Business Council into the townships, because as you know, Gauteng is investing a lot in the township economy. Finally, we are of course partnering with the Department of Trade and Industry, and you will know that they now have visits to various districts in the country throughout the year. And we will most certainly, as the BRICS Business Council, approach the DTIC to see if we can be part of that collective when they visit, especially the rural districts, so that we can engage with people, inform them of what the BRICS Business Council opportunity is about. But it's not just the information is important, but it's what is done about the information. So I look forward to agencies in the country that have been set up to support small and medium enterprises coming along with us and supporting these businesses get exposed to trade fairs in the country, outside of the country, in the BRICS nations, but also support them in improving the quality of their products so that we remain globally competitive going forward.
And in closing, more of a comment than a question, it's so exciting, and it really moves me almost to tears just to see how Africa and even just businesses, when we talk entrepreneurship amongst youth and among women, is not anymore just about beautiful African beads and African cultural artifacts, for instance. It's exciting to see young women and men getting involved in the green economy and sustainable products, and also looking at industries like the fashion industry. We've been making waves for a long time, looking into manufacturing and just industrialization, so that the scope is widened, so that an African child knows that this is my oyster, it's my playing field, and understanding that through initiatives, through platforms and structures such as those that are gathered to here, that African child, it is possible. Absolutely,
Tabi. So there's a young man there who manufactures asphalt, which is used for tarring roads. It's black young men. And this is a product that he now wants to start marketing across the continent. I was so delighted, and I just hope he grabs that opportunity and runs with it.
Mama, thank you so much. All the best. This is a huge, and significant milestone as a country that we're hosting it. And I know that we're going to do a great job.
Thank you so much, Tabi.